Hey everybody, this is a short practice to stretch our hamstrings using a strap or a belt or a towel or something you have around the house like a scarf. So go ahead and grab your yoga belt and make your way onto your back and start with your knees bent and begin by just bringing the soles of your feet to your mat. Let's walk the feet wide as your mat, and just take a couple windshield wipers from side to side. Start to connect to your breath. Good, and then draw the knees back to the middle and walk your feet back into hip distance. And take your strap now and loop it around the ball of the right foot. Stretch your heel up to the ceiling and press your hips down into the mat as you lift your heel up. And then notice if your shoulders are tense and relax your shoulders. Just use the strength of the arms here. And take a nice smooth breath in. And smooth breath out. Good, now take both ends of the strap into the right hand. Let the left knee fall out to the left as the right heel falls over to the right. Any amount. Once you're there, draw your toes back towards you on the right foot and press your heel away. And breathe. One more breath. Good, and then lift the right foot back to the center. You're going to extend your left leg long and take your left hand to the strap, both ends. Relax the right arm. Now take your right foot over to the left, just about 6 or 8 inches here, keeping your right hip down on the mat. So keep pressing that right hip into the mat as you let your foot fall over to the left. And you should start to feel some sensation down the back of the leg and or the side of your leg, your IT band. And then go ahead and let your right foot fall over to the left any amount. So just slowly release that right foot over to the left. Just let your hip peel off of the mat if you want. Or you can choose to keep your right hip down and connected to the mat here. And then breathe. A nice smooth, even breath in. And slow breath out. Taking your time, begin to lift the right leg back up to the center. Give the right leg one more nice stretch here at the center. You can bring both hands back to the strap and just pull your toes back towards your face or your forehead. And then slowly and gently release. So take the strap off and hug your right knee in towards your right shoulder on the outside of your rib cage. Just give it a nice pull in and then gently release the right foot down to meet the left. Okay, bend your knees, bring your feet back to the mat. We'll balance that out by bringing the left foot into your strap at the ball of the foot. Press your left heel up, and right away just notice the difference as you press your hips, your pelvis down, and lift your heel up. And breathe into this side, noticing where in your body you can soften or relax some muscles. So maybe your forehead or your jaw. Good, and then gather both ends of the strap into your left hand. And as the right knee tips out to the right, let the left heel fall out to the left any amount. So you can check and see if the side you're able to take the foot lower than the other side or if they're about the same. And keep pressing out through your heel, drawing your toes back, breathing as you're waking up the hamstrings, the inner thighs. On your next inhale, slowly bring everything back to the center. Release the right leg long and take your right hand to the strap. And let your foot fall over just on a diagonal a few inches, keeping your left hip connected to the mat at first. So notice this feeling here and breathe into this part. And then you can choose to stay right here if you have a great stretch here. You can let the left hip peel off of the mat and take the left foot over to the right a little bit more. Adding a twist. And wherever you are, continue to breathe. Good, and then bring your left foot back to the top. Take both hands to your strap and draw your left toes back towards your forehead any amount here. You can always have a bend in your knee if your hamstrings are really tight. Good, and then we'll take the strap off, bend the knee, release your strap and hug your left knee in towards your shoulder, avoiding your rib cage, so pull it to the outside of the torso and then in. And then relax your left leg long and take an overhead stretch. Reach the arms back, point the toes, nice big front body stretch, and then hug your knees into your chest. And just take your time here, rock and roll your way up to seated. And we'll take your right leg forward, and we'll take the left knee over the right knee. So you're stacking your knees here. And just take a moment to pull your thighs outward, so kind of rotating the flesh a little bit. And then from here, loop your strap around the ball of your right foot. Sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, start to draw your chest forward. This is a half shoelace or half Gomukhasana stretch for the lower body. So just let the shoulders relax as you bring your chest towards your right toes. And then relax the muscles in your face. We're just pouring some energy into the back of the leg here, pouring the breath into the back of the leg as well. So just find that slow, smooth breath here. That'll help. Take one more breath. Awesome, and then go ahead and release the strap. And keep your legs as they are. Just take your fingertips down by your sides. You're going to lift the left hand up and start to lean over to the right. And then we'll windmill the arms all the way up and over to the opposite side. Just a little side body stretch in between. Good, and then release the right hand back down to the mat and switch your legs. So take the left leg forward, bend the right knee, bring it over top of the left. Take a moment to resituate your hips, pull the thighs outward so that you have a little bit more connection with your sit bones onto your mat. And then take your strap, a hold of your strap, and loop it around the ball of the left foot. Sit up nice and tall, relax your shoulders. Start to draw your chest forward any amount, and this side might be different, so you might be going a little bit slower into the side, or maybe not folding as much. And then as the body allows, you can start to hinge a little bit more with the breath. Keep breathing here. Good, and then go ahead and release the strap. We'll do the same thing, so just set the strap off, bring your hands down to the sides. Inhale, lift the right hand up, take a nice stretch over to the left. And then inhale, lift up and windmill over to the right. And then bring your hand back down. Go ahead and release the right leg forward. And the last stretch we'll do is just a simple butterfly. So bring the soles of your feet together. Sit up as tall as you can, feel your sit bones, and then stay here or begin to lead with the heart and forward fold. Maybe walking the hands forward any amount. Really try to feel the stretch through the back of the body and through the inner thighs, the hips, wherever it's most present for you. See if you can send and direct some breath towards that place energetically. Cultivating lots of patience for the body, just knowing that the body will respond. Just gotta be patient and not overdo it. And then go ahead and walk your hands back in. Bring the knees back together and make your way into a cross-legged seated position. Close your eyes here. Relax your shoulders, relax your legs, especially your knees. Just take a moment to notice if anything is shifted or changed, or perhaps you feel something different about the body. Take a nice deep breath in and deep exhale. Namaste. Great job.